Hey guys, it's Ashley. Quick tip number 1 for you. So one thing that you do when you're modeling is that when you're posing or you're trying to give a certain look, you don't really pay attention to some of the things that you should pay attention to that are very vital to take a good picture. But one of the things being that I've learned is that when I pose, I don't really pay attention to what I'm doing with my hands. I'll kind of go like this, but if you look, my fingers are separated, they're crunched, and it just doesn't look elegant or nice in a picture. So what you want to do is you want to keep your fingers lightly closed together. You don't want to squeeze them or anything, just, rest them together, and you just want to lightly place them. So, place them on your hip like this, or if you're posing, just lightly put on your shoulder, rest it there, and, you just kind of you pose, and you just want to really make sure what you're doing with your hands, because that can really make or break a photo. And in the examples I have, I'll show you of a photo that I took, and I didn't even notice, but my hands were completely clenched at the bottom, and I don't know if I wasn't ready for the shot or what, but you can really tell how it can really, not necessarily ruin a picture, but not give it the kind of look that you want. So, and another example is that when you're trying to model clothing and you have pockets that you're trying to accentuate for the designer, you don't want to just put your hands and just kind of pull down. All you want to do is you just kind of take your hands, lightly place them in there so it looks like you're just hanging out. But in reality, you're holding your hands up there so that the clothing doesn't look pulled, everything looks nice and relaxed. So I hope this tip helped you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next week. Alright.